What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Cooking with me, Chef Qui. It's Cookmas Day 3 and we are making Southern fried cabbage. This is an updated version from the recipe I made back in 2020, but with an extra to it. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with everyone you know, and let's cook. Alright guys, we're going to start out with a little prep work. So I have my whole head of cabbage here. I'm going to start by removing the stem and throwing that out. Next I'm going to cut it in half so we can remove that core. We're going to throw that out as well. Now I'm just going to cut it into large chunks and throw it in my colander. We got our cabbage prepped, so I'm going to give it a good rinse with cold water and set it aside. Next I'm going to slice my smoked sausage into little coins and set them aside as well. Now onto our bacon. We're going to slice up about 3 or 4 strips and then cut it into chunks and set it aside. Alright, we have our extra large raw shrimp here. I'm going to season them up generously with Cajun seasoning and paprika for some extra color. Alright guys, our shrimpies are ready to go, and as you can see, I already have my peppers and onions sliced, so let's get to cooking. Alright guys, so I have my cast iron skillet here over a medium heat. I'm going in with a little vegetable oil. Then I'm going to throw my bacon in and let that cook and render off that good fat. Our bacon is cooked through and nice and crispy, so we're going to remove it from the skillet and set it aside. As you guys can see, I switched over to my induction cooktop for better lighting. So in that same skillet with that bacon fat, I'm going in with my sausage coins. We're going to let them cook and brown up a bit. Our sausage coins are nice and brown, so we're going to remove those from the skillet and set them aside as well. And we go with our shrimpies. We're going to saute these babies in batches for about a minute or so on each side. We are moving right along, guys. So our shrimps just are nice and cooked up and set aside. So now we're on to sauteing our veggies. I threw in about a tablespoon of butter, and in we go with our peppers and onions. I'm going to season them up a bit and let them go for about 5 to 7 minutes or until they are nice and tender. Our veggies are nice and tender, so I'm going to get those out and set them aside. Now on to the star of the show, which is our cabbage. So I went in with a little more vegetable oil, and now I'm going to add the cabbage in a little at a time, season it up a little, and give it a good toss to coat it in all of that flavorful fat. Now you'll see me add in a little more butter here and there, just to ensure it doesn't burn. Now if you have a large enough pot or skillet, you can certainly add all of the cabbage in at once. Mine isn't that big, which is why I'm cooking it in batches, okay? I'm going to pop a lid on and let this steam and cook down for 5 minutes. Alright, after about 5 minutes, I'm going to give it a really good toss, making sure every cabbage chunk gets coated with that fat. As you can see, that first batch is starting to cook down, so I'm going to add in more, pop the lid back on, and repeat this process, making sure I'm tossing it around every 5 minutes or so. As you guys can see, I have all of my cabbage added in. We're going to let the rest of this cook down, and then we'll be on to the best part. Alright guys, here we are about 10 minutes later. My cabbage is nice and tender, so I'm going to add my bacon and sausage back to the skillet and give it a good toss. Now I'm going in with my shrimpsters, and you'll see me start to slow down when I'm adding them in because I realized that I needed to switch over to a wider skillet. And boom, here we are. I should have just used this one to start with, but whatever. Finally, to top it all off, I'm going in with my peppers and onions. Alright guys, we're going to give it a taste and adjust the seasonings to my liking. And that is it, guys. Our southern fried cabbage is complete. Whip this up tonight, okay? Don't even wait until Sunday. Make it tonight. Your family will thank you later. Thank y'all so much for watching and coming to cook with me. Make sure you guys like this video up, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what you think of this recipe, and if you like this one better, follow me on all my social medias, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video in Cookmas Day 4.